Welcome back to, PEA Shooter. You guys hit 1,000 likes in a day, so now I'm back. I don't know why you guys wanted more of this, maybe other than the fact that you can make Goku shoot zombies, but quickly before I begin, if you guys like this awesome PvZ content, and I guess me, please check out my Patreon for exclusive behind-the-scenes content, early access to all my future videos, and even end-of-video credits. Making content at my small size is hard, especially getting these videos out weekly for you all by myself. But no pressure. Thank you for watching anyway. We are back at the level select screen, with level 10 being next on my hit list. Entering the level, everything looks normal so far. So without much thought, I created Bomberman once again, which a commenter let me know that this guy is called Bazzy. Personally, I don't see the connection, but I then made the shiny Roomba and also dragged this electric reed towards my PEA shooter and made Electric P. He looks so cool. It was a good decision to create this guy. I then threw the scraps in front of my powerful towers to create a form of defense against the upcoming horde, and I began the level. Come on team, we've got this. Why did you do that? Okay, so apparently in this game, Electric Snot Shooter is so strong that it just kills everything in front of it. Why is that a thing? What is this self-sabotage? Are you not a plant? Are these not your fellow plant friends? Are you secretly working for Zomboss, which helps to support my cannibalism theory? After my whining over whether the frog light is secretly a zombie spy, the jelly bean returned in a vehicle out of Mario Kart. What you gonna do now, Electric P? If I can even call you that? You versus your own boss. How are you gonna... Oh. Okay, he's probably on our side. And with that, we finally beat World 1. At this point, I was wondering what World 2 was gonna look like. Maybe the nighttime levels in the original game, or even the water levels like the pool, or the roof level. It's the same thing. So, unsurprisingly, PEA Shooter has the same background for every level in the game. I think. I haven't actually made it to World 3, but despite the lazy design, I pushed forward, entering World 2, Level 1. That's a mouthful. I stayed far away from Electric P before he decides to literally kill everything, but that didn't stop me from merging Lightning Reed with itself, making... That's a funny shaped plant. I then merged it again with a Spikeweed and created... Oh dear. I wouldn't want to sit on that. I then made the iconic Chicken Nugget Man in all of his glory, and merged him with Torchwood. This will probably make an Explodo Nut from PvZ 2, or some other Flaming Nut variant. Or an Elden Ring boss. Yeah, that makes sense. I made a couple more fusions and began the level, where I met these Sun Pharaoh guys. Why are you here? This really confused me since these guys in PvZ 2 would steal your sun, making it harder for you to afford placing your plants on the lawn. But in this format of the game, my plants are already here. You serve zero purpose. What's even more weird is that we aren't even in ancient Egypt. Like, where did you guys come from? Ancient Zomboss even showed up earlier, like, what was the point in making this guy if the background ain't the same as the time mirror at the bomb? Anyway, this, windmill had the ability to push zombies back with its wind powers, which kinda doesn't make sense because you're supposed to be using the spikes I gave you to damage them, but all of a sudden, holy moly. Is that a street pole or a boxing bag? This brother's been hitting the weights. Despite his very masculine appearance, the Gargantuas weren't necessarily too difficult to take down. However, these little shits are the worst zombies in the entire game. No, I am not making this up. These small pieces of blue tack are somehow the most difficult zombies to take down in PEA Shooter. One of the Gargantuas throws his imp, forcing a 1v1 between the imp and Snot Shooter 2.0. Oh yeah, ignore this melon man, he just decides to pretend the imp is not there. But this should be an easy enough matchup. Just shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot the imp! You are the worst plant in the game. Good luck with them. New strat. Electro P, combine him with another PEA shooter, making... that. Stick him at the front, place the remainder plants behind, and let the electric gunman do all the work. Are you kidding me? Electricity Pole, Melon Man, Nuts 1 and 2, PEA Shooter tag team with Torchwood, let's go. What? Why are you not doing anything, Torchwood? Your one job is to set the peas on fire. Why are you just sitting there? Half of the team gets wiped out, as expected, and it's down to you, PEA Shooter. This is gonna go well. Please show me what you can possibly... Oh, so the imp riding a literal bull is not a problem, but this little guy by himself? Yeah, literally bulletproof. We beat the level, and for some reason, I immediately clicked on this button called Talent, which somehow suddenly told me I won the level again. So I collected my rewards, and I beat the level again. It turns out I found myself in an infinite rewards glitch. I don't know how I even did this. So I began to receive unlimited amounts of gold, but then I got bored and restarted the game. Before entering level 2, I went to go visit Bob and... What are you planning to do with those shotguns, Bob? But now that I had a whole armory's worth of shotguns, I'm able to show you guys the synthesis section. Having 3 of the same item allows you to combine them to create the same gun. Yeah, there's no cool merging for the weapons, guys, settle down. But at a higher rarity, making it do more damage. So now with my cool upgraded shotgun, it still does less damage than the water gun. What does this thing do? Moving on to level 2, I figured with the amount of zombies approaching, Spikeweed could be a useful character. So making the shiny Roomba, I noticed Watermelon Hand could combine with it. So dragging over Watermelon Hand, what the fuck? I don't even know what to call that thing. Rock mustache chicken baller? Like what? So this plant launches basketballs at zombies before being eaten and turning into a KFC bucket. Yeah, we lost the game. But in times like this, when you're feeling down, there's always one way to pick me back up off my feet. And that's gambling.
How can I put it? I played this game for a few days. What I feel is cheap and simple and cool.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. If you play this game, you will feel cheap and simple and cool. After suffering through that ad, I unlocked ice beans. So heading back into level 2, I decided to see what we could combine now with ice beans on the team. Combining all 3 ice beans, we get... Oh. Hello. Yeah, so I decided to throw her in the bin. Combining ice beans with another ice beans and spikeweed, we create... a bug. Yeah, let's just throw him away too. Wintermelon combined with ice beans creates nuclear ice cannon. So with my new beautiful lineup, including electric pole and rock face, we began the level and we was doing way better than before. All until these goddamn imps started to eat all of my plants again. The zombies powered through my whole defense, which left me with only one choice. Watching an ad to activate the tornado. Yippee! I realized that if I wanted to keep going, I'm gonna need a stronger team. Can you guess what I decided to do? I love gambling! An iPhone 4 case and... oh my goodness, an iced out Cuban link chain? So yeah, I decided instead of unlocking a million plants, I should try to upgrade Bob a little bit, since I keep forgetting he's using a crappy shotgun in a hula skirt. I gave him all of his new clothes and phone case and pushed him on to level 3. I thought I'd also give this blue fairy a chance and began the level. Oh hey Bob, what are you doing with your phone case? Okay, not a phone case. I guess with this battery-like weapon, Bob now causes electric damage, which to me doesn't make a difference because I am going to die. So after a couple tornadoes, I managed to barely survive, even with Dave and his new chain. So after going insane playing PEA Shooter for literal hours, I entered level 4 and... what? Is there a problem with the way I'm playing this game? Go ahead, sue me. Even with this insane lineup, these imps managed to start eating everything again. So after a couple tornadoes, I was down to the final few gargantuas. These guys are quite tanky though, so I may be in trouble. Game? I don't think I've beaten the level yet, but hey, I'm not complaining. I think I've watched more ads than actual gameplay at this point. But there was the next 5 levels of PEA Shooter, and if I'm being honest, this game is driving me insane. We're not even halfway into this game, and I'm not even sure if it's possible from this point onwards. We still haven't looked into some of the other plants in this game, like whatever that is, nor what vehicle Zomboss decides to pull up in the next level's boss fight. So if you guys want to see a part 3 to this series, do let me know in the comments below, or get this video to 1500 likes, because I really don't want to play this game again. Surely you guys don't want me to play this again, right? Guys, you wouldn't put me through that, right? You guys, come on, please, guys.